I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom.
I don't really know the words.
You don't know what she's
I don't remember.
Just across the bar, my seat's been taken by some sunglasses.
The song. Okay, I think I know now.
I know I gave it to you months ago. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you're trying to forget.
Yeah.
Here it comes. It's coming. Hold on. Okay, wait. That's too early. I'm trying hard to take it. Okay.
So if by the time the bar.
Alright, here it comes. And you feel like, I'll carry you home. Yo, tonight. Hey. We are young. You can't tell me that beat is not fire right there, how that comes in. Yeah, anyways, let's see. You finished now?
We're done.
Check out?
We can stop it now.
Alright, I'll stop it. Alright.
What's up, girl?
Hey, Shy.
Hey, Candy.
So, episode 2, girl.
Welcome back, listeners, to the These Two Girls podcast. We're happy that you're here for a second episode.
Right.
Yeah.
That means you like the first one.
Right.
Or maybe you just skip the first one and you want to hear the second one.
Or they're probably just bored and they don't have nothing else to listen to.
Hopefully that's not it.
But then if they keep listening,
right,
then they'll become real fans.
Right.
I think.
Yeah. And you can become one of our friends. Because, we're trying to bring you in. You're our friend now. You know?
Yes.
So, yes.
What you getting into these days?
So let me tell you, right? I am going out of town this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Probably by the time you guys hear this podcast, I'll probably already been out of town and been back in.
Right.
Boring behind Fort Lauderdale. But anywho, yeah, I'm going to the Penn Relays.
Okay, that should be fun.
I really don't really follow track.
I was about to ask you that. Are you even into track and field?
No, but you want to know what I am into?
What are you into?
Usain Bolt. Girl. Usain.
Yes, guys. Candy is so into Usain Bolt.
Yo,
I don't really get it, but...
No, man. The man is a piece in hot. Yes, swag.
He's and I like to see him in a nice suit.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Can wear the heck out of a suit.
He does wear a suit very well.
I follow him on Snapchat, and I'm just, I do. And I love to see him when he's at his little parties, and he's just dancing. Him doing dance, and it just look good.
But in my opinion, if he wasn't famous, he'd be lame. That's how I feel. Like, if he wasn't popular, he would just be one of those lame dudes at the party.
I don't think so, because again, my thing is I like a dude with some sort of confidence. Like, you up in there, like, you don't care, you look fly, and you just doing your thing. You don't care what anybody got to say.
I wish I knew him before now, because then I would be able to really say. But yeah. So I hope you meet him.
So yes, I really hope he's there.
Yeah.
I know one of my friends that I'm going with, I know she's hoping to see Asafa.
Okay. But if you're gonna meet him, if he's there, you're gonna have to go out of your comfort zone. You're gonna have to take risks and
do what?
Talk to people so that you never know who you might meet that might know him, or you go somewhere and you might see him. You can't be afraid to walk over.
Afraid? I might have fear.
No, you can't do that. You're gonna ruin the whole.
If I see you saying I'm gonna drop on the floor right there.
You have to be able to maintain so that you don't miss the moment.
Okay.
I don't want to have to hear this next week that you saw him and you didn't go over.
I have to, because I'm going to need a picture with him.
Exactly.
I'm going to need something to put on social media. I'm going to need something to put on my Instagram. I need something to brag, I need something to show you guys,
Right.
So please pray for me. Please pray that Usain is there and I get to share it with you and I get to come back on here and say, guys, I met Usain and this is how... You know what? What if he has Casey with him? Casey's his girlfriend, y'all.
Super buzzkill.
Casey is his
nice,
girl.
though.
She is. She looks... Yeah, I like her. I follow her also, guys.
I follow her
on
too.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
She's pretty. I think she's really pretty.
Yeah, I mean, she
like
might be used to the groupie thing anyway.
I think she has like swag too. Like she's dressed.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
She's always here in Fort Lauderdale.
She is?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet her too, you know.
Yeah, you probably randomly see her like down by the beach and stuff. Yeah.
Really? Well, her snaps, I don't ever see her here though.
I've seen her here a couple times. Yeah.
On her Snapchat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I miss that because I feel like she's always in Jamaica. I'm like, girl, you think I could have the access and the money you have right now and be in Jamaica all the time?
Well, when you got money like that, you were comfortable in Jamaica. Like, I know a girl who I went to college with that moved back to Jamaica after because her peoples have money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. So, what are you doing this weekend, Shy? What you got?
Well, this weekend, I'm actually going out of town as well.
You are?
I am. I'm going to Jamaica.
You're always out of town.
Apparently, but I'm not really always out of town. Like, I think everyone just feels like I'm always out of town. Yes, I was just across the globe, whatever.
Yes, you were.
Well, that was just incidental. I'm going to Jamaica.
Okay.
You know, going on a little hiatus to study and, you know, yeah. But today, I'll be gone for maybe a month. I don't know. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh, what am I going to do without you?
You'll be fine. You'll survive. I've been gone before.
Okay.
Actually, it's more odd that I've been here this long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more yeah. So, today I went and got a vaginal steam.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
At the cookie jar.
Yes.
The cookie jar.
The cookie jar with Star.
With our
girl Star.
Yes.
Yes.
And
we
I
know
must
Star.
say, yes, we do.
Yeah.
Our claim to fame.
Right.
I must say it was a very interesting experience. Okay. I quite enjoyed it. I would do it again.
Nice.
I would probably buy the home kit that she sells.
Okay.
You can do it at home, which is more tricky to set that up on your own, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I get to Jamaica, I'll let you know how it works out.
Okay. All right. Pause, break, So you, in all the same, you mentioned you did a vaginal steam at a cookie jar, and you're going to Jamaica, and you're going to let me know about
right.
Okay.
You know, there's certain benefits.
Okay, so y'all, for the record, let me just drop this a little bit right here, is that my friend Cheyenne here is dating.
I am.
I am not. But she is.
Yeah.
She is in a long distance relationship.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes. With a nice young man in Jamaica.
All of that, really?
All of that, girl. So yes. So yes.
Yeah, so I'm dating, yes.
So she's dating. Oh, gosh.
Sorry, guys.
Dating.
Off the market for now.
This dating thing, Shine, it's not easy,
It is not easy.
It's not easy at all.
I don't think I've really ever had to be on the market dating like that. Not that I was never one of those girls that went from relationship to relationship, but I've never really found myself in a position that I was really hoping to find someone. I think all the times at the times when I was really single for a long period of time, I was quite content in that. Okay. So then I really wasn't thinking to myself, this dating thing, I really wasn't concerned. Right. But I can definitely understand the struggle.
Yeah, and I think it has gotten harder as I've gotten older because, grown folks like to call it picky. Mm-hmm. I don't call it picky. Well, for one, they don't think that fat people need to be picky.
What?
They don't think I need to be picky.
That is so rude.
That is, yeah.
Oh.
Let me tell you.
What do you mean by fat people don't need to be picky?
I guess because we fat. We're not supposed to be picky.
Get out of here. Listen.
We need to just take whoever.
Nope.
Because yes, that is people think like that.
As a matter of fact, I can testify to that. That is not true. You do not need to be picky.
So,
girl,
people do think like that, but but it has gotten harder since I've gotten older, because the guys that I used to be interested in when I was younger,
oh gosh,
totally not into those type of guys now. Mm-hmm. What kind of guys did you like when you were like in high school and stuff like that?
I don't think I had like a type. I don't think I had like a type. There were a lot of guys that I were into. There wasn't really a type. I think I just went for just looks, like the cute and well dressed, put together, that kind of thing. You know, more on the superficial side. But I never really, I didn't really have like an exact type. But what about you?
Well, I think around my middle school time, probably like 8th grade, 9th grade, I was into like the bad guys. The ones that would wear their pants below their waist.
You could not take that home to...
Oh my gosh. The Reebok classics. The dreads, shaking my dreads. You know, and the goals. Oh my gosh. Ew, Candy. Yes, I was so into guys like that. I remember this one guy I dated when I was a freshman in high school. I remember that our relationship ended because he got locked up. And he went away to juvie or jail.
Okay, that is some next level. Okay.
Yes, girl. I was on some other stuff.
I guess I believe you now. I guess. Yes, that's the bad guy for real. I mean, I remember talking to a guy one time. I was going through a mid-20s crisis because clearly...
Mid-20s?
I talked to this guy, and when I met him at one of them little... Was it like Players or something up the street? What's that place called on 441? I think it's Players. Anyway. I met him.
By commercial?
Yes.
Okay.
Or something like that. It's not Players. It's something else. Anyway, after I met him...
Where they do the karaoke?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what it's called.
He told me that he had just gotten out of jail and he had just moved from New Orleans. Oh, God. And then he was in love with me the next day. The next day he was in love with me. And I was just like...
He ain't get it in a minute. He just... He's been locked up.
I mean, I ain't give him none. It was just...
Thanks. Good.
Anyway... Yeah, I guess, we've grown, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess it's definitely different now, especially if you're trying to incorporate your Christian values into what you're looking for.
And that makes it a whole lot harder. I don't know. I'm not finding anyone.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely out there. I'm never one to think like, you know how, you ever heard people say that there's some women who aren't actually supposed to get married? You ever heard that?
Girl, ain't nobody up in here.
I always think like, please don't let it be me, God, please.
Not here. Not here.
But, you have to really like think about your Christian values when you're picking somebody. First, is he even a Christian?
Right.
To begin with.
I completely
agree. And then, how active they are with their walk. It depends on what's important to you.
What about those Christians that they meet someone that's not a Christian and they start dating or get into something serious and,
The Bible says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really think that's exactly how you're supposed to take that, though. I mean,
what if they get saved?
Right. I think that's always the hope when you meet someone.
What if they don't get saved? What if you've been dating this guy for 10 years now and he ain't never gonna love the Lord like you love the Lord? he ain't never gonna be in church as much as you're in church.
Then you're gonna have to make decisions. You're gonna have to make hard decisions based on if that's something that's really gonna affect your life and it's gonna affect how you function. Then you're gonna have to make a hard decision.
And I think some people compromise.
Yeah, some people do, and some people are able to. But if you're not, I don't think you should compromise. But some people are able to, to do that.
I think as you get older, and for some people, not for everyone, but I think as you get older and you realize that, dang, I need to have kids soon. I want to be married. Mm-hmm. I want to be up at it, my people's house. I think you end up taking.
And just because they're Christian, they're not means that they're a bad person too, right? It's kind of like you think to yourself, well, he's not out there killing people and robbing people,
right?
So
he's not wearing
what's the big deal?
His pants below his waist. I'm not having to write him letters.
He got a good job,
right? He got a good job.
He loves me, so
let's just do it. Let's just do it.
That happens all the time. I remember growing up in Jamaica, there was this older couple. This woman was older than even my mom, and it was at that point where her husband got saved and came into the church. And I mean, it was all good, but she spent the better part of her life with him not coming. And he was kind of an alcoholic at one point. Okay. But, eventually God saved him. Right. I don't know.
Patience.
And prayer. But do you want to go through that? If you can avoid that, I think that would be better.
I don't want to go through that. Yeah. I would love if I could meet someone that is a Christian already. Yeah, and
you can share in your growth together. I think that's usually ideal. Yeah.
Yeah, that I would like that, but it's
and then because even if you were dating somebody out, you got the people at church that's gonna start asking you questions.
Let me tell you, Cheyenne. I can't even just walk through the doors at church. Especially, like, say if I go to church on a Sunday, right? And I just decide to let me put on some makeup, and let me put on some heels. Because, by the way, guys, I don't normally really dress up for church. Like, I could probably put on a jeans pants and a nice shirt and some flats and go to church.
I'm with you.
But some Sundays, I'll probably say, hey, let me put on a skirt. Let me put on a dress. A little dressy. Put on some makeup. Get the eyebrows on fleek. Some heels. Let me tell you, it's those Sundays that I come to church where people are like, oh, is he here? Where he at? Is he here with you this Sunday?
You tell me.
Is he coming? Girl. Did you invite him? And I'm like, guys, I just wanted to dress up this Sunday.
Right.
I don't know if he's here. I don't know. Oh, then he probably is. That's probably God that just woke you up this morning and told you to get dressed and get all fancy because he is here today.
And I don't know how you do it.
And they love, they want the best for me.
Right.
They want to see me get married, have kids, happy. I guess that's
what happy looks
like. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. I even will get some calls saying that, Candy, there was a nice guy in church today and you weren't in church and you could have met him. And I'm just like,
would you let somebody hook you up?
I would. They've tried it. It hasn't really turned out.
I mean, we know one success story. I feel like this is the only success story I know of being hooked up with Tony.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that's the only time I've ever seen a hookup actually. Yeah,
I don't know of any
come
other
out
than
to
that.
marriage. That's yeah.
and they really like each other. Yeah. I mean, they love each other.
Yes, they're married.
They're married, clearly, right?
But yeah, I mean, I think and I don't think people are conscious of the way that the things that they say can be pressuring to us when you're dating or you're trying to date. and it's probably not going as well as you want. They mean well, but I think, people need to be a little bit more thoughtful of how often they're pressing this issue and, how often they're asking you, so, are you dating anybody? Okay, do you need to? It's just, yeah.
Or when it's like, maybe if I lose some weight, I'll meet somebody. I get that too.
I don't like that. That makes me upset.
I get that too.
People are more bold with you. Nobody talks to me like that.
Because I have a lot of, at my church, I have a lot of people that really want to see me settle down.
Yeah, but I mean, to go as far as saying that.
I guess they feel that they can do that.
I guess.
I
mean, I'm not going to lie. I have that thought in general that, like if I lose weight, then the prospects would be,
And it's probably true. I mean, but I know there are guys that like us just the way we are.
Right.
But probably we would get to pick from a bigger
pool than
bigger pool.
That is true.
Slimmer.
It is the way that the
Slim
world
body gal, whatever. It's okay.
So fluffy, not. And I hated that term so much back in the day when they used to say that. I was not a fan.
Blackberry.
Yes, I hated all of those terms.
Oh,
I did not like those terms at all. That's a whole nother podcast episode, girl.
Right, yeah. So I know you're already dating, but someone that's single, like me, where, and I want a Christian guy. Where do I find these people? Where do I find them?
That is the age-old question.
They're not coming to my church.
They're not. They're not there.
They're not there.
Unfortunately.
Have you ever seen that meme where it said I think there's this lady holding this paper and it says list of guys that I dated in my church, and the list is like
empty.
That's me. I'm holding that list right now.
Yeah, I feel you. That's the thing. You're probably not, and they don't have a lot of Christian social events that's out there. There used to be a lot, or maybe I don't know of them. Remember when we used to go to those Christian clubs?
They're there. I go to some of them.
Okay.
I do.
But do you see any potential there? Even just like eye candy?
I did go to this one the other day at this coffee house in Plantation, hosted by this, other, contemporary church. But yeah, there was this dude there. And the funny thing is, anyways, and I may say too much. So yeah, there was a guy there.
Okay.
And we've actually met before. He doesn't know that we met. Okay. He doesn't remember me. Because funny enough, I was younger then.
Okay.
But now we're attending the same dating events now.
That's okay.
Right? I was, when I was a teen, he was already doing his thing, and now
you're in the same age.
Now we're in and now I'm looking at you like, can I have your number? Can I get your number? But yeah, but I'm not as brave as some of my other friends. I have this one friend that we have. I'm not going to say her name, but when she listens to it, she'll know who she is.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She is. My hat goes off to her. She is so brave when it comes to guys. Like when she sees you and she likes you and she wants you and she thinks you're cute,
you're just as good
she
as
makes it happen. Yeah. She makes it. I don't know how she gets the balls to do
that
this.
Confidence. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what we need, is that confidence to just be ready, no fear of rejection. And maybe guys like that. I think some guys like the confidence. They like that you're going to come up to them and just be like... But then again, if it's not your personality, you won't be able to pull it off.
It's not. I don't think I'd be able to pull it off. I think I'd be
It's not really mine. I tried that one time.
So awkward.
And it was not my personality at all.
The sun is out today.
Maybe she should teach a class.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think she doesn't mind hearing the no, I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, if you tell me that you're not interested, you have messed up my whole rest of the months. Oh my gosh, I will not be able to get over this. You know, I would not be able to leave this zone. It's, you know, and especially since not like you're saying, that's it. You're not interested. You know, clearly that's okay.
Right.
You're a celebrity. You're cool. But if a simple Joe, no,
Yeah,
oh my God, that would totally kill me. So I'd rather just not try because I just don't want to. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you know what sucks though? The guys that are interested in me are not the ones that I.
Yeah.
It's normally these older Jamaican, Haitian guys. Cheyenne, I'm telling you.
That's how it always is. It's always the ones that you're not interested in that are interested in you.
Am I being picky if I don't give them the time of day?
I don't think so. I don't think you're being picky. And I think even if you are, you have the right to be picky.
And I have nothing against Haitian and Jamaican guys. Clearly I'm Jamaican. And,
right.
You know, I don't have a problem with Haitians. I hear that they treat their women better than... Anyways, that's a whole other thing. Whole other topic.
But I get what you're saying. It's like a specific type, and then they're probably older and more set in their ways.
They're older and set in their ways. It reminds me of this guy I met last year, and he's older. I don't think he's that much older than me, because he's in his early 40s. I think,
that's pretty much older than you.
Yeah, but that's not that old.
Early 40s, you should be dated in the 30s.
Anyways, he doesn't look... Well, he just turned 40.
Okay.
So he was just 39.
Okay.
He was 39 when I met him, and then he turned 40. But this man acts old. You know what I'm saying? Like, him act like him grow up in Baccabush, Jamaica, and him just old. I mean, he's texting me, and I don't understand. I don't understand his text messages to me. That's how serious this is to me.
It's like texting your dad.
Girl, ew, stop.
No, I'm saying like the style of texting.
My dad knows.
Your dad texts
my
better
dad
than
knows how to text. But and then I'm trying to, and then I'll send him some text, of course, with the how we text each other, the abbreviations and stuff. And he'll always reply with the question mark. And he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
He doesn't know what lol is?
Lol, right. I don't know. And I really tried. You know, it's funny when he come out, when I hear from him, most times, I don't know. I just don't know about these older guys. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to text. Communication is hard. It was just hard with him. Like, I felt that it was just pulling teeth.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's...
And then when he finally gets off work and he's tired, and then him when he calm, and it just... Sometimes I just want to say to myself, maybe he's married. Maybe he's a married man and he's just pretending like he doesn't have no sense. I don't know.
That's a whole nother issue these days. You hear so many stories of people dating people, and next thing you know, they have a whole other family.
I think he could be married.
It's quite possible these days. You got these people in relationships, those who are trying to be celibate. Oh, we forgot that part.
Totally.
Yeah. So, that's the other thing too. If you're dating and you're trying to follow your Christian values, you want to be celibate. And then if you meet someone, even some people who aren't Christian, who are Christians, might not be interested in being celibate.
Right. So yes, that's my thing too, because I'm celibate. I want to, whoever I meet, I want us to be on the same page with that. Not often people are on the same page with that. Like the same older guy, he was not on the same page with that, because he would always, even after I would tell him that this is what it was. He would let me know because he lives in West Palm Beach, and he would always like let me know, say I'm coming down this weekend, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean? We could go to the movies, you know. It was just awkward. Like it's not that type of party. I'm not that type of girl. You know, it's not happening.
You're trying to get a hotel girl for the weekend.
It's not. It's so disgusting. Oh my god. This is what my life has come to.
I'm not the best person because I sympathize, or empathize maybe. I just, I don't have the same struggle. But I know, I talk to a lot of people, you and other, friends and family that go through the same thing, and it's hard to just find someone to be on the same page as you with that, because that's a big deal.
It is a really big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was a big deal. I knew what I was getting into when I said that, hey, this is what I wanted to be. Because it was even hard to wean off the whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right, especially when you've done it before. Right. It's one thing to be a virgin and have never experienced
Shout out to the virgins.
Yeah, man.
I have a heart for you guys. I honestly do. Keep it close. Keep it close.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight. keep it tight. Because, the rest of us around here trying to do Kegels and stuff. Oh my god.
Vaginal steams.
Vaginal steams. But yeah, it is. First you've weaned off the sex, and then you're like, okay, all right, no, not even oral sex, and then let me just get it out of the mind completely.
Then you masturbate, but then it's like that's still
a sin, right?
So yeah, but it's not impossible, right? It's not impossible. We know plenty of stories of maybe 2 stories of people who were celibate in their relationship, and
I only know 1.
Well, no, the same people I mentioned earlier.
Oh,
they were. Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
So
right,
and then
2. I know 2.
Right. Yeah, I know 2.
I only know 2.
I have a friend.
No, we know 3.
We know 3.
The best friend of my best friend.
Oh yeah, that's 3.
So 3.
Yeah.
So 3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
I think just 3.
I think I only know 3.
I only know 3.
I know people who've tried and failed.
I know people who have tried and failed.
And that's okay. But yeah.
No, I lie. I know 4.
Okay.
Okay, so there are people out there.
So the point is, it's possible.
It's possible,
right? And so we just gotta keep. I guess it's hard to say all the cliche things to trust God's time, and you know that He has.
Let me tell you, during that whole thing, you need a lot of God, especially like I said, if you were into, if you're doing it before, and especially if you have a little spooky on the side that you can call, y'all know about those late night. Them phone calls and put on that sweatpants and a t-shirt and the hoodie and
try to open your door real quick so your parents don't hear you sneaking out at 2. I know what you're talking about, girl.
Oh my god.
Yo, one time back in my younger days, I used to sneak out the house, but the door was really squeaky.
Oh my god.
Like, it'd just be like, and my cousin, she was with me one night, and she was like, girl, we gotta do something about this door. She went in the kitchen and she got some of the oil, that reusable oil that your parents have on the counter.
Right.
Dipped some paper towel in that and came and greased down these hinges.
Girl,
cousins. To this day, this door has not squeaked ever again. That was over 10 years ago.
We don't need that, cousin.
That door does not squeak again. But yes, I digress.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it gets hard when you have the options and you gotta try to ignore those text messages, ignore those calls.
Yeah.
Especially in the early parts.
Right.
When you're just starting out to try to...
I do definitely, though. I do, with... First, I mean... All right, what am I saying? Right. Because it was something that I definitely had to pray about. Mm-hmm. I definitely had to just be real with God about that. This is what I really want to do. Mm-hmm. And I just saw how he kind of removed some of those people, those guys, those whatever from my life, whether they moved away or
they just stopped.
Or just stopped, or they got in other relationships, long-term relationships.
Yeah. God really does work in mysterious ways.
Let me tell you, I honestly, when I saw some of that happen, I said, this has to be God, because I'm not one to be, if I know that, like, you are in something serious, like, I'm not gonna be all up on your, you know what I'm saying,
right.
And yeah, I definitely thank God for that, because those people who I could not break those ties with, I saw where I was finally able to say, hey, this is it. This is the end of that. And it has helped. Mm-hmm. It has helped. I had to be honest with myself about what I really wanted, and I had to definitely talk to God about it, and it helped.
Right.
So I would say if anybody, is trying to do that whole celibacy thing, it's not easy, but it is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible. It can happen.
I definitely agree. I happen to be on the other end of this.
Right.
We don't really go into the details.
We don't have to.
I respect the struggle.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
So, I think that about covers it. I think the other topics I was thinking about would be more fit in for another topic, another aspect of dating.
Yeah, we've been going on for how long have we been?
37 minutes about. But that's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, guys. So, for me, I definitely think that dating as a Christian it's not easy. But I'm sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's worth it in the end. Save yourself a lot of pain and heartache and just mix up and blend and just all sorts of unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, unnecessary drama.
Yeah. All of that drama that, you used to have when you were, dating the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have to go through that anymore. And I'm waiting. And I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the wait.
I think my advice from the outside would be to, keep going. Put yourself out there a little more if you can. When the opportunity arises, don't be afraid to, go places and talk to people. And
I go places. I won't say I necessarily talk to people.
Probably get numbers even on a casual basis. On a shared interest basis, and then you never know where the conversation might go.
For some reason, the guys that I do meet, it's mostly on a profession. They like my ideas. Let's link up and plan something. Mm-hmm. Let's,
But that could lead to something too.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I think that about covers it for this week.
Yeah.
Anything you want to mention? Any?
Other than this weekend, hoping to see you soon.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
I'll send up the prayers for you.
Send it up.
Did you tell the intercessors to?
Yes, I should have let them know.
I told my mother.
Yes, intercessors. Yes, pray it up for me, please. Pray them not come with him. Good up, Casey.
You're just rude.
I'm joking. I like you, Casey. I really do. I think you're cute.
We'll end with a quote this week. Again.
Right. What's up? What's the quote?
Oh, I feel like we should be honest with our listeners. We're not drinking any wine this week today.
Right. Because we were saying that we're doing the wine.
I'm drinking water, but
I'm drinking water too.
But I have a recommendation.
Okay.
Stella Rosa.
All right.
Yes, it's a sweet red wine. I recommend that.
Stella
tried it.
Rosa. I have?
Yeah, I've let you try it before.
Okay.
Yeah, Stella Rosa, you can find it at Target.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we're not on that level yet.
We got things to do.
We're on a budget
today.
Millennials on a budget.
So the quote, it's going to be silly. I got this meme this week.
Okay.
This quote is from Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I guess, it fits, for you people dating out there and keep holding the faith. The quote is,
let me have it.
You can do it. Put your back into it. And that's all I have for you.
Okay.
So, guys, we are these two
Did
girls.
you hear
Yes.
it? No, repeat it one more time. Repeat it one more time.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Put your back into it.
Put your back into it. You gotta say
Put your back into it. You remember the song, right?
Yes, I remember the song. That's the first thing that came. Okay.
Oh, let me not forget. You can email us at these2girlspodcast@gmail.com.
Right.
Follow us on Instagram, These Two Girls. So that's these, the number 2, girls with a U.
Right. Follow us, email us, and thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't stop, hit it. I will, I'm gon' do it. Gon' do it. Gon' do it. Do it, do it. You can do it, put your back into it. Come on. I can do it, put your into it. Come on. You can do it, put your back into it. Come on. I can do it, put your into it. Put your back into it. Put your